You mean, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to you.
That's why he's staring.
Yeah.
Explain.
Yeah, I talked to Brother Chris about this.
Okay.
This is him and his friends.
Okay.
But it's just like, a lot of times we let our emotions run our lives when we know, like, logically what's supposed to be done in the order of things and the correct and beneficial way of your life for things to be ran. And so as Christians, the beneficial thing to us is to line up with the will of God. And a lot of times we let our emotion get in the way, even with our worship with God. Like, we think we, like how you were saying on Sunday, we down there, we crying, and it's like, you know, we don't understand, yeah, God, I'm going to change it. We done made a vow to God. God is holding us to this vow. We done got down there crying, made it, and the next day we back to doing something because we weren't losing our logic over our emotion. Logically, we weren't saying, yeah, I'm ready to commit to this change and make this vow to God. And then we got ourselves in another world of trouble on top of the trouble we was in because God is holding us accountable for the promise that we made to Him to say we were going to change something about something that we need to change.
Okay, go ahead. Challenge that. Go ahead. What's the challenge?
What you just did. Let me see if I understood what you just said.
No, sir.
My sister.
Go ahead.
Now, did you just in that say that, you know, we cry, we worship, and then we make a vow in the emotional, but it wasn't logic, and then we go back the next day and fall into it again?
Yeah.
What you just said? That was a part of what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay. I would challenge that personally because there have been times when, you know, it might look like I'm crying down there or something, and everybody else was like emotional, but in my heart, in my heart of hearts, you know, I'm like, I'm serious, like I'm dead.
Yeah,
I'm dead serious.
Happen.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm crying too. I'm crying too because I'm emotional, but I'm dead serious. Like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you know, you still, you know, you try, and it might be like a couple days later, and you just mess up again, and they be like, oh, well, you didn't really use, you didn't really mean it. You didn't really use your logic. It's like, I really did. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I might have been crying, or I might not have been crying. You know what I'm saying? From the outside looking in, but I'm saying from personal. On the inside, there have been times when I really was like, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And just, you know, it's a test that just yet to, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was really trying. Okay.
No, we totally understand. But I mean, honestly, what we're doing is we're getting a window version of your story in that. As far as even the challenge wasn't in logic or this and that, but it's just in your relationship, this is how you experienced it, and in an emotional manner. And everybody else is thinking like, no, she's just getting emotional. Like, nah, for real, y'all don't even know. Like, I'm being serious right now. This is like, I'm being 100 right now, for real. On this altar, I'm doing it because I have no other way to go. I don't know what to do right now, and I just need God. You're in tears, crying, you're in pain. Look, God, I just need you for real. Like, I ain't playing. And no one will.
There where she was.
Yeah, exactly. See,
and you still might mess up.
You might.
But you were serious, and you still are serious. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know.
But consider that whole experience. If anything, it's still surrounded to the overall thing what we're talking about is relationship. Mm-hmm. Good things happen, bad things happen.
But I believe when you sit down and you logically, not logic.
Can you logically approach a relationship?
But yes, yes, you have to.
Okay.
What is logic?
You have.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, just like using your reasoning and like knowing the commitment that you made up in your mind to carry out.
Yeah. So
and sometimes it's inspired by matters of the heart, but you have to, like, it's like with a husband and a wife. Like, when you take a vow to be with somebody, it's not just, oh, I love this person so much. It's like, I love this person so much. And even when I feel like the love ain't always there every day, you know, when I'm sick of this person, I logically have to remember the commitment that I made to them to make a decision and not go run off and sleep with that girl or that guy, or, you know, to not spend rent money on the racetrack. You know, just
one word to describe that logic that you're talking about.
Commitment.
How many of us have that when it comes with God? Opposed to the emotional response, the commitment part. It's not a challenge, not a judgment, but really it's a question. Logically approaching a relationship. You just said logically, when they mess up, I refer back to my logic. I commit to that person. I'm not going to use that money for all this stuff because I'm logically committed to that person. Do we approach God with that same mindset?
Not all the time.
Why?
Because they lose commitment.
Why?
We be cheating on them.
Why?
We don't even
Things
know.
get bigger than at the moment.
How is it that we know God to be so good to us?
That hurt.
What? Say again. I'm sorry.
That's convicting.
It was, right?
What you say?
It kind of still hurt, man.
What you
I
say?
don't want to cry.
We make our problems bigger than God in the moment.
Yet God still commits.
Yeah.
Says I'm in this
I
for the
feel
long run.
bad. I don't know why I do some of the stuff I do. I was just talking with my roommate. We heard talking.
just saying.
And we were talking about how she wants to go somewhere. And we were talking about how we don't have to go nowhere by ourselves. And I was like, yeah, I don't like going nowhere by myself. And I was just talking, and it came out. I was like, yeah, I hate going anywhere by myself. Like, the only place that I don't mind, because I was about to come here, was like going to church. And I said, oh my God, I'm so messed up. It's not even funny. I said, how did I just form the words and say that? You know, anywhere else, I will not come alone, but to the one place where I'm supposed to be commissioning other people to bring them to God, I will come here by myself and not mind it. I said, I need to reevaluate my life. And, like, am I being an effective witness? Because I need to change some things. I need to stop walking in church by myself. We were like, it's funny. You will not sin alone, but you would do good by yourself. Why? Why I gotta drag 10 people to the party with me? I come to church by myself. Walk in by myself, Bible in hand. I'm here. Why? I don't know. I felt bad. It just hit me. You can ask Alicia. You can call her right now.
No.
I was like,
What's her number?
I was like, why, Jesus? Why? God fixed my mentality. Like,
just think about it in the Garden of Eden. Like, if the serpent didn't have any like a trick, there would be nothing happen. You have to come. You have to, he had to go to somebody else who passed it on to somebody else and somebody else. He can't just sit there. Well, you can sin by yourself, but more likely,
you need
it's been that way from the beginning. Like, it's that you gotta, drag other people. That's his job. That's his job. He don't just want one person in. He want everybody in. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, we want to get it crazy. Let's go. Like, come to church.
Let me tell you something. And I noticed a while ago. Okay, talking about smoking weed. Okay. Now, I ain't never smoke weed, but I'm just saying, I've noticed, no seriously, but I've noticed that, look, I noticed that when people smoke weed, they can be the stingiest people in the world. They will share some weed. They will pass it and share it. And when you go to the store, get some chips, they will not give you none. They won't give you $1.
They won't give you a drink of water.
But when it's time to do drugs, they will like, pass that. Like, that's a perfect example of what we just talked about right now. Like, they don't want to sin by themselves. It's not fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fun. That's just the way it is. It is crazy. And I noticed that when I was like in 9th, 10th grade. I noticed that. I was like, you so stingy, but you'll pass the blunt. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, in that moment you're sharing, but after that you stand
right.
You're like, you over there.
How you gonna tell me I'm stingy now? I'm trying to help you out,
I noticed that. I was like, that is so crazy.
Like, you gonna give me something I really don't need or want.
Right.
Yeah.
That blew my mind when I found that out. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Emily. I heard you about to say something.
I hear.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say thing.
He was. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry.
I just think like, oh, never mind.
Go ahead. No, go. Go.
It's like the Apostle Paul said, the things I want to do, I don't do. The things I do, I do not want to do. And it hurts to realize, like, wow, we mess up like every single day. And it hurts even more to think that we're here and we're committed and we get emotional and we put roadblocks in the way. And it's like over and over, and it makes me sick.